Caitlin Clark's newest teammate voices fear ahead of Indiana Fever debut due to one persistent issue at Unrivaled. When we said Unrivaled was going to make an impact on the WNBA, we were obviously talking about the good stuff. The salary boost, the top-tier amenities, all that. But now, athletes are worried it might bring along something we definitely don't want, the officiating drama. And well, Fever's newest addition to the Caitlin Clark-led squad already seems to be calling it out. Watch what's trending now. But before we get to that, we must absolutely tell you about the irony of the situation. As the Minnesota Lynx and New York Liberty's championship run trickled down to Game 5 on October 20 last year, what the community didn't anticipate was the controversy about to unfold. In 5.2 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, when the Lynx led 60-58, Alanna Smith was whistled for a shooting foul on Breanna Stewart. While it was amply clear that Stewart had clearly traveled before the foul, the deal was said and done. The verdict? 2 free throws for Stewart, who tied the game 60-60, sending it into overtime. Ultimately, Liberty capitalized heavily on the situation, racking up their first WNBA championship with a 67-62 scoreline. But as expected, the Lynx locker room was fuming. In a post-game press conference, Cheryl Reeve fumed. "It's a shame that officiating had such a hand in a series like this," before adding, "All the headlines will be, Reeve cries foul. Bring it on, right?" Reeve said after the game, "Bring it on, because this asterisk was stolen from us. Bring it on." The controversy even reached the NBA, with LeBron James immediately tweeting, "I'm sorry, but that wasn't a foul. Let the damn players dictate the outcome of a close, battle-tested game." A couple of weeks later, Nafisa Collier also weighed in on the situation, describing the incident as terrible, egregious, and injustice. The irony is, less than 3 months later, the 28-year-old was partnering with the same rival who had handed her team the Big L to make their unrivaled dream their reality. It got spicy between co-founders for a little bit. Stewart had honestly confessed in a conversation with TIME magazine last month. While the new 3-on-3 Women's Pro Basketball League tipped off on January 17, it wasn't long before controversy reached here too. No signs of Caitlin Clark effect fading at UWA as UCLA coach lavishes praise after close victory. We know that officiating in Unrivaled has been a serious talking point lately. It all started with Angel Reese's ejection in Week 3, the first in the league's history. Reese got hit with 2 quick techs in a Rose BC versus Laces BC showdown and was sent packing. Then came the Mist versus Phantom game, where a crucial late-game technical on Phantom coach Adam Harrington completely flipped the outcome. And if that wasn't enough, the league's one-on-one tournament saw a foul call send Courtney Williams to the next round while leaving Ryan Howard stunned. These incidents have raised serious questions about the consistency or lack thereof in officiating. But if we look at it from a broader perspective, technical fouls have been climbing all over the basketball world lately, be it NBA, WNBA, or college basketball. The W saw a whopping 92 techs handed out before the All-Star break last season, surpassing the total for the entire previous year. Even in the WNBA Finals, controversial calls had players and coaches heated. So no wonder Breanna Turner is concerned. Turner, who just signed with Indiana, took to X to voice her concerns about the refs in Unrivaled. While Unrivaled refs have a tendency to hand out techs often, I'm just hopeful that means they won't deal out as many during the W season. They're getting all of them out now. Safe to say, she's hoping all these calls stay at Unrivaled and don't follow into the WNBA season, especially because she finds some of the refs a little too familiar from last season. As for Turner, she's never actually received a technical in college or the pros. Instead, she's more of a peacemaker, often stepping in between teammates and refs to cool things down. And now that she's in Indiana, fans predict she might have to do that a lot. Officiating concerns aside, the Indiana Fever just got some solid frontcourt depth with Turner's addition, which fills a glaring gap in their roster. Chicago Sky former has officially signed with the Fever, though details about the contract's protections aren't yet available. All we know is this isn't just a training camp deal. The 2-time WNBA all-defensive first-team member will reunite with former Phoenix Mercury teammates Sophie Cunningham and DeWanna Bonner in Indiana. She's expected to provide much-needed support behind likely starters Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard.